Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you so much for tuning in, love and light. You're here. Thank you so much for your dear support and your comments, your likes, your suggestions as well. Thank you all so much for connecting in the many ways that you do, and it's all supportive. And thank you all so much for connecting here again. And Scorpio, this is the full moon in Taurus reading leading into the new moon in Scorpio reading. Very, very interesting times here. I'm seeing that there is a major move here for a number of you, a major decision that you want to make, Scorpio. But let's get to it. I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and I was getting this feeling for you of like wanting to, I'm hearing, know exactly what you are working on. And I'm seeing it as being in a way that you almost like want to like open, I'm hearing, to the front page of, I'm hearing the cover image of, I'm hearing cover girl here, makeup with the chariot. It's like I'm seeing you kind of wanting to I'm hearing recreate a certain image, I'm hearing as well, in a way where you're like, okay, it's not so much about what I'm hearing Rochelle is wearing here in the roaming room. Very interesting. It's a matter of what she's actually resting on her laurels about. I'm hearing in the canyon of her dream. Very interesting. I'm seeing it as like, okay, Scorpio, you're out with the heavy energies here right off the bat. There's a focus on what it is, Scorpio. I'm seeing you, again, very, very clearly wanting to have a certain discussion, perhaps for a number of you, perhaps a decision that you make. I'm seeing it though as being perceptive, where it's like, if I'm working in a completely new paradigm, how is it that I'm not practicing something in that newfound space that reminds me also of my past, and also makes me feel like I'm hearing roaming. I'm hearing again to the rhythm of like a I'm seeing it as like of a certain makeup routine. And for a number of you, I'm seeing you like it being so simple as, I just want to take this makeup off and I just want to rock the show wearing my racing gear. I'm seeing you like almost wanting to perform in like your workout clothes, Scorpio, like in a certain way where you're like, I need to know that I can win the race if I need to start running. In the middle of that discussion, I'm hearing in that hot and heated topic. And for a number of you, you're really taking that seriously. You're really taking that suggestion to yourself somewhat, I'm hearing on in a way that makes other people kind of like feel that you're that you're serious and focused on your own fortune here in a certain way, Scorpio. Like I'm seeing it as being in a way of people have this air, okay, this feeling of you, around you, that you're kind of like self-motivated, okay, let's say it like that, where they may be collaborating with you, you may be offering someone something, but I'm almost seeing you like opening a door and opening a conversation with someone and being like, come on in. I'm hearing, come on. I'm hearing, invite yourself into my home. And these people like walk in, and I'm seeing like children, like lots of children. I'm hearing parents as well. And I'm hearing, they don't call me the teacher for nothing, whatever that means in particular for you. I'm seeing it as being like a acknowledgement of how you wish to collaborate with them, and the magician, or even how you wish to strike a chord that's very friendly. The Mother of Wands in reverse, as it may be perceived, the Three of Cups upright, right at the apex of this magician. And there absolutely may be a focus here on academics in some kind of way, but I'm seeing that you are really focused on the front door that everyone walked through, and the two front teeth through which people speak to you as. I'm hearing who they are and who they're not. And I'm seeing you like investigating a certain, I'm hearing even eagle-eyes perspective of this encounter that, oh, holy shit. If you're, I'm hearing leaving any bones, I'm hearing unturned in the treasure chest, whatever that may mean. For a number of you, you're dealing with a Scorpio and like not not dancing to a rhythm that you were dancing to before you got out of the car. I'm seeing like people showing up to someone's house and like having a really formal like encounter. And I'm seeing you, Scorpio, as being so scrupulous. Also perhaps somewhat like, I'm hearing, I'm seeing it as like a little, not like paranoid, but like highly, highly, highly investigative. I'm hearing inventive as well in the ways that you are perceiving this encounter. I'm hearing, again, I'm always seeing like people, like I'm hearing, again, teachers, parents. I'm also seeing the like family members, and I'm seeing you like staring at like how everybody is almost like putting up an invisible flyer or like an unknown message on their forehead when they're talking to each other, like of like what their intentions are. Scorpio, you're taking your razor sharp psychic, I'm hearing racquetball game to a whole nother level here. And I'm seeing that it's like almost like in this way, it's like, I'm imagining someone who is watching their sister get married, whatever that may mean for an overview, and like these people like walk into the room and it's like the family, like and I'm hearing all of their faces that you see walking through the door, and I'm hearing it's a very colorful I'm hearing community, whatever that may mean for an overview, and it can be related to, again, I'm hearing classroom. It's like lots of different types of people, and I'm seeing you like almost like zooming in into I'm hearing the home, even I'm hearing homeland state, I'm hearing security for an overview, like zooming in, like when you're like looking at someone, like you almost like become, I'm hearing where they were brought from. Very interesting, we brought up from, and I'm seeing you, this can be happening on a number of levels. It could be almost like I'm hearing a talk show where you have people come on and they talk, and you're like very like also inspiring of what they share with the audience, and I'm hearing in a very moving way. And for a number of you though, I'm seeing this as being an investigation. I'm hearing plain and simple, like you've got someone sitting in a space that they're saying a few words. I'm hearing I do's in as well, whatever that may mean. Remember, you take it as you will, Scorpio. Always a matter of perception, right? Always take it as you will. But the feeling is that you don't want to just stop there. And whenever does Scorpio want to stop? It's like once Scorpio is moving in a certain direction emotionally, energetically, oh my goodness, don't try and tell them that their glasses are on wrong, and don't try to tell them that they've been on for too long. And the feeling is that you have a focus here that is not perhaps quite being financed fully. Again, this could be a negotiation for a number of years. A partnership though, it's like something has not yet been fully offered, and I'm seeing this as also a discussion. I'm seeing that yet again, Scorpio, it's like these people walk into this room and you're like, you look at them and you're like, this is my future, I'm hearing husband, I'm hearing that for a number of you, this is my future housemate, this is my future, I'm hearing former colleague, very interesting. And you're like sizing everyone up in that room. You're like, I know, I'm hearing when you're scary and what you do when others don't know what you're doing. And I know what you actually want to start doing, but that you're not really stocking up on yet the access of. And I'm hearing too as well, the venture for, whatever that may mean. It's like, I know I'm hearing where everyone sleeps and where they sleaze, and I know everywhere kind of serves as well in the grander scope of your work and in your world. And I'm seeing you, Scorpio, as being like so not sorry as well to yourself about how, and I'm hearing you don't have time to be sorry, even if you conditioned yourself to be in any particular way, because you're so focused on having a space of contemplation, also of clarity. I'm seeing though as well concentration strongly in terms of what you eventually take full circle, and somebody kind of gets into your breathing space a little bit in the boardroom, whatever that may mean for you, and not necessarily someone, it doesn't have to be necessarily another person, but again, this magician is looking off into the future, like so focused, like on that front door. And I'm hearing also where they all break out of, whatever that may mean in particular for you. And I'm seeing it almost like in a police force way. Like I am on call, I'm hearing, and on duty, even when I'm not. I'm hearing being counted on in this moment, whatever that may mean in particular for you. The focus is that you are holding the focus, and it's all your own, Scorpio. I'm hearing Pisces, and even if someone in that room also has a premonition of how you play patty cake while you pat them on the back, they're not really entirely zooming in that closely to the chest or the drawer that you realize and you know there are treasures hidden within. And Scorpio, if you're an investigator and you're having a project worked on here, the Hermit coming right up and out next to the Fool, you're not afraid to challenge certain spaces of a storyline that are being suggested but not, I'm hearing, supported by I'm hearing broader societal opinion. Very interesting. I'm seeing you like perhaps having gathered certain opinions here for a number of you and been like, oh, okay, well, you know what, that's not what that person said. Even if that person was another part of me, I'm hearing another side of me that had a perception of you at a certain point in time. And I'm seeing Scorpio, like someone in here has got a stellium in Scorpio. I can feel it. I can feel you. And there's a lot of, I'm hearing racquetball here as well that's being played. There's a lot of, I'm hearing she's racy here, but not with her thoughts like you are. Whatever that may mean. If we read the High Priestess here coming through. Looking over at the Temperance card. Temperance in reverse, talking to the talk show host that doesn't really talk about anything, that is kind of storyboard material. And I'm getting here for a number of, this could be someone who almost, I'm seeing this almost like administration, like the administrative panel, like of guests. It's like, and I'm seeing someone being a little frustrated with how their memo isn't making it to the manager's office, sort of feeling. It's like, like why am I not being also worked with here? And if you're dealing with Sagittarius or a Pisces, they're kind of feeling like you're working on things that don't work the real problem out, and to them that might be something that's more a matter of I'm hearing again like premonition of what they see. I'm hearing potential for and of, and this person might be incredibly productive in a space that is not practical. It's like they might really like, it's like they have this like hankering feeling of what can be promised, even in a space that is not promisable. Right? It's like, technically I'm hearing the waves are seismic. I'm hearing in their value and the way that they move is not necessarily decided. We know that they're waves, yes, we know that they move, but we don't really tell our children how every turn of the clock eventually ticks, whatever that may mean. And I'm seeing it as like something that, and again, it's like there's something of a space even that you remain undecided on, or that another individual remains undecided on. It can be two individuals. It can be a matter of what is discussed, but the focus is that you don't necessarily want to lock in any lover here. I'm hearing as well as it pertains to what you are turning in. And I'm seeing this as being for a number of you, like you may be again like investigating someone, or like you're watching, I'm almost imagining like a super like conventional atmosphere of like unconventional, whatever that may mean for a number of you, but I'm seeing it as like, it's like I'm hearing Dayarvad, I'm hearing Doshvad, whatever that may mean. I'm hearing Dohdad. I'm seeing like someone, and this is Farsi for daughter, but it's like I'm seeing like there being like this presentation phase of someone's potential. Like, look at who we brought you to practice your mood swings with, whatever that may mean. And it can be like almost like a training course as well. I'm seeing it as being related to matters of I'm hearing entertainment as well. It can be acting. Okay, for a number of you, maybe getting like trained on acting. I'm hearing that specifically for a number of you, but I'm like getting this feeling for you, Scorpio, of like having somewhat of a pool of, I'm hearing audience members as well to choose from in terms of what you want to be channeling here. The Ace of Pentacles upright, and it can be related to, I'm hearing the donor list, whatever that may mean. I'm hearing funding. It can be related to, it's almost like, who do I want to collaborate with on? who do I want to also, where do I want to invest my space in? You may be moving as well. But Scorpio, again, I'm seeing like there's a whole train, a whole band of I'm hearing bros in line waiting to marry your girlfriend off, whatever that may mean for a number of you. I'm hearing also like also your brother, very interesting. I'm hearing also though your best friend and ally here in the Institute of I'm hearing awkward sciences. What Scorpio? I'm seeing it as like something that has to do with a space that you once occupied, perhaps school. It's like someone might be actually like wanting to promote you. Somebody, I'm getting this as though a space that you used to operate in that others would also acknowledge as having a future potential here, having a future husband. It's like almost like all those people that I went to school with now want to like, I'm hearing play dress up with me. I'm here with my assets, and they may want to go into business with you. But I'm seeing this specifically for a number of you as like a marriage. I'm hearing merry-go-round matchmaking game. Like I'm seeing like getting like people in a room and they're with family, and like you bring this like potential suitor in, and like they're wearing this world-class audience attire, whatever that may mean, and they've got this like tie on that like ties itself, and they have like a button for it. They're like, yeah, and like to like impress the family. I don't know, it's like something so bizarre. Scorpio, I'm hearing Libra strongly here. And like everyone is like ready to sign the lease papers. I'm hearing documents, but your brother, I'm hearing, but you, and you're like, no. I'm hearing we don't let. I'm hearing our sister Mary solutions that just stand upright when they're being stalked. And I'm seeing you as being super again, kind of like not paranoid Scorpio, but very careful with who you give a certain grace period to. I'm hearing as well to gather their things and run. Whoa, Scorpio. Okay, if anybody like bit the tail on the donkey a little too hard and maybe made a joke or two that didn't rub your breastplates the right way, whatever that may mean. I'm sure like I'm seeing it as being related as well to like genes. Like someone, I'm almost imagining someone who like walks into like a family gathering and like they're supposed to be making a fabulous impression as the first I'm hearing financial manager, I'm hearing as well of the night to make the rounds, but they set that tone by telling someone off, and you're like, that's a missile that's been fired. And I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles mirroring the Two of Swords. There's a focus on, and I'm seeing it again, it's like somebody who walks into like even like I'm hearing investment room, office, but I'm seeing as well like family, children, and like they're supposed to like, I'm hearing be massaging the moles on the face, I'm hearing, and chin of the grandmother, but they're actually like making them out to be somewhat motivating as a speech that they want to tell everyone with and make jokes with. And it's like, that's not how we work. I'm hearing this, we don't make fun of grandma, I'm very specifically. And we also don't make her feel like she's financing a Fortune 500 company of laughter. And I'm seeing someone as like thinking that this was a practical joke that would actually be put on air, and it could actually be a prank here for a number of you. But I'm seeing it as like something that you're like, I'm hearing, how do we tell Chester to say cheese when he's not playing it as Chucky? Take it as you will, Scorpio. Yet again, I'm getting this feeling of like you wanting to leave room again for someone to actually grow into perhaps the pantsuit of. And I'm seeing that before you make any really clear claim here of what claims your heart as well, and it could be happening on a personal level with you, Scorpio. I'm seeing that you want to play chess a little longer, and not with a loser. I'm hearing that has already lost the game. It's like if somebody told you a lie and they thought that they could love you again after that, I'm seeing you kind of being like, I'm hearing, do you see how many wrinkles I have on my forehead? Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing none. I'm hearing zero, because I don't work with zero potential. And if you've ever, I'm hearing, told me a lie, I do not lose a battle by way of playing it again with someone who showed me very clearly how they deal the cards. And oh, Scorpio, take it as you will again. I'm not necessarily in any particular way. Always take it as you will. Always a matter of perception, but just it's what's okay. But the feeling is that, yet again, it's like I'm hearing and what does it mean to have zero potential, right? It's like, what is it that actually has a promise to it, that has a ring to it that's not kept on the left finger? I'm hearing on the left finger of the left hand, whatever that may mean for you. It's like what actually is being leased out, I'm hearing as well. And I'm getting for a number of you that there could be a space that you want to carve out, but that you don't want to carve out like as cookie dough. I'm hearing that's going to cook and bake down the line, that you're going to then put your finishings on in the future, that will be financed with, I'm hearing fake teeth. I'm hearing that are made of gold, whatever that may mean for a number of you, Scorpio. But the Justice card coming through, I'm hearing to pass a judgment or two on that as well, right over the Death card. Take it as you will. You may be dealing with a Libra, but yet again, it's like I'm seeing you like having I'm hearing the game all sorted out here, Scorpio, in the way that you don't need to play it any longer. And it's like I've worked the mouse to kind of maneuver its way in the maze in such a way that would allow me to kind of just use the marker on the board to check off every time I have another winning point. Whoa, Scorpio, what's going on here? Okay, I'm seeing it though as being related perhaps as well to partnerships. I'm hearing negotiation, and I'm hearing market models. It's like you may have also, I'm seeing someone who's like has something that's now printing, like I'm hearing proficiently, like where it's like I'm seeing also like in a highly practical, efficient manner, where it's like I used to have to wait and stand by the printer to print this one flyer, and then I figured out how to do I'm hearing dynamic printing settings that allow me to make my manuals print themselves. Very interesting. The Eight of Pentacles right over the Ace of Swords. It's like you're getting really efficient with something. I'm seeing this has to do with printing. For a number though of you, I'm seeing that it has to do with how you distribute information. And I'm getting that you might be working with a number of individuals as well here. Excuse me, Scorpio. There's a bump in the road though that is acknowledged the moment that the that Scorpio. Okay, we're saying there's a bump in the road that I'm hearing specifically all of the baseball players take note of when they burp on the bus, whatever that may mean in a particular number of you. And I'm seeing it as like a certain space that you're gauging the attention span of by way of understanding how others I'm hearing skate around it at certain times of the night. I'm hearing certain points in the conversation as well. Scorpio, you're getting so sophisticated with the way that, and when is Scorpio not sophisticated? Okay, let's just be honest here, right? It's all about a certain analytical attention span that doesn't really have I'm hearing like the stop light that's actually servicing the streets on the road. Like I'm seeing it as being something that Scorpio, it's like when it's like this, okay? And I'm hearing Heather here strongly with the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse and the Death card. It's like if you feel that something is suspicious, okay? There's no, it's like it doesn't matter. I'm hearing if the light is green, if the light is gold, or if the light tells me to go. I go, I'm hearing forward in this race. I'm hearing specifically in this race, and also in this racquetball race. I'm hearing again race here with the Son of Swords. This is going to be happening on a I'm hearing fraction level, whatever that may mean for a number of you related to the Son of Swords, like mathematical, almost like I'm seeing like some sort of like race, okay? Anyways, Scorpio, I'm seeing it's like I will keep rolling my window down and rocking the boat in ways that make people tell me their stories all the way home. And I'm seeing you like driving Scorpio. I'm seeing you like driving people in your car, and it may be the same people who like came to your house to like pitch you something. I'm hearing also this contest, and it may have to do with family. Absolutely, I'm seeing for a number. This has to do with marriage, and again, it may not be directly you. It may be someone else, or again, it may be investment. And I'm seeing you like driving with this person in your car, and you ride them all the way. I'm hearing to Saratoga Falls, whatever that may mean in particular for a number. Like you ride them all the way to the railroad tracks. I'm hearing station, where you're gonna tell them that they forgot to rake a few leaves, that you remembered they would have promised you to, but that they didn't. I'm hearing that they didn't remember. And I'm Scorpio. It can go in so many ways, right? Yet again, but rather I'm seeing it in this way of you also like interrogating someone. I'm seeing like it almost like I'm seeing you like driving with someone in your car and like riding around like on four wheels. I'm hearing specifically 10 of Pentacles here, like spending a lot of time, a lot of gas, a lot of money to get them to reveal something to you. And it's kind of like weird. I'm hearing specifically that's kind of I'm hearing recession, the Hermit. You may be investigating. I would not be surprised to know. And everyone has Scorpio in the chart, but right, if you've got a lot of Scorpio in your chart, right, every Scorpio is more or less an investigator. Okay, let's just put it in that way. But there's somewhat of a remote, I'm hearing surveillance camera here, 10 of Pentacles in the world that's somewhat been situated, and I'm hearing at certain dining tables in the ballroom, in the boardroom, I'm hearing as well, that break down math problems in ways that don't need representation. And the focus is, Scorpio, on that you don't really want to be revealing the rocks that have been found in the trunk. I'm hearing specifically the Six of Pentacles upright, that has been somewhat repented for, whatever that may mean for you. And it's very interesting because the Devil leads in the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups leads in the Six of Pentacles. The Father of Swords leads in the Four of Cups. The Mother of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Daughter of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is mirroring the Devil. It's like I'm seeing you having absolute clarity, okay, of a certain, I'm hearing campaign manager's intention, whatever that may mean for you or them. I'm getting that it's related to what is revealed. I'm hearing also what is actually like held as a responsibility, and how it's actually being held in places that are not hosted formally. And I'm getting it as like, there's clarity here, Scorpion. Always take it as you will, but I'm getting that there's clarity in terms of what you perceive and what you want to project of what you find. And there are secrets, I'm hearing specifically, that you realize you stand a chance to lose your shirt tail with, whatever that may mean for you, in terms of, if I were to say this, if I were to work on this project, I could potentially be put out of business. I'm hearing this specifically for a number of you. If I were to, I'm hearing I'm hearing doctor, I'm hearing investigator as well about this. I'm hearing detective. I would potentially be having a phone call to my own house and someone showing up at my door. And there's somewhat of a somewhat of a dynamic that is kind of tricky here in terms of what you eventually want to be releasing to the public. And I'm hearing the impression of, and there could be so many different gates that you feel you could potentially move through. There's somewhat though of a, I'm hearing a game that you first want to play before you decide on that, and it may be related to finances, okay? And so Scorpio, this is going real deep here. There's somewhat of a, I'm hearing superstition as well that's related, which is very interesting, the Nine of Pentacles and the Devil. It's like, I'm hearing we don't make deals that don't move through doorways first. It's like, what's that about? I'm hearing specifically. There's perhaps someone who's incredibly, tells you that they don't, I'm hearing, move money in ways that don't move the table that they are first talked about on. And it's like, it's almost like someone has this elaborate sort of scheme of how they make a deal with you that makes you really question what the deal is for them, making certain promises for. And I'm seeing that you kind of want to get more professional here. I'm hearing, and also more prepared to have a conversation that is really, I'm hearing, drawn to scale and really also carried out in a I'm hearing in the distant past, I'm hearing specifically, and future, and I'm seeing it as being related to what you consider to hold a certain I'm hearing door, I'm hearing potential opportunity that is, I'm hearing, considered to be held as a discussion. And I'm seeing it as, like, again, a debate, and I'm seeing you as having oversight of what eventually is going to be carried out. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for tuning in. Always take it as you will. Always use your personal intuition. Loving the light to y'all here. Enjoy this period, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Scorpio.